fib retracement of the move to the upside. Let me just adjust that slightly here. Of the move to the upside. Because we are coming down so strongly, I think the move up can only be counted as corrective ABC. I showed you in the previous video a way to count it as an impulse, but then we never saw that fifth wave up. So we had here a possible wave 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but where is our wave 5, right? It's missing. So we only have 3 waves up really. So it leaves us an ABC. ABC to the upside can mean 2 things. It can mean, on the one hand, that we are coming down, as I mentioned to you before, in this in this WXY pattern, and then we've got the Y wave as an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. So that basically the wave 4 in green that we talked about is still ongoing. Yeah, this would become very likely, and this count would get in control if we drop below this green support zone. Yeah, so I've just updated the channel members on Discord and Telegram about that there is of course a chance to find support here in some kind of a diagonal structure. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But if we drop below this area, and this is sort of, you know, the key support here is the 1545 level, the 78.6 fib level. So if we don't find support at the latest there, then we're probably going to come through here in a C wave of Y to make a new low in this green, in this large green support area for the for the wave 4, and make it quite a deep wave 4, get into this area here between 1370 and 1500. That is still relevant as support area and will become very likely if we come down here. We can then also let's see if we can calculate a target here. If we say we had a wave A here, a wave B up, and then we would be looking at the 1.618 extension as a key target, 1465. But at the moment, you know, what can I see here? A possible wave 1 down in C, maybe a wave 2 to the upside in C, and this should become the wave 3 of C. But if we continue to find support here, then we may have to assume that wave 4 was finished here, finished a little bit above the support area. And we are moving up in an ending diagonal. A wave 5 can be a so-called ending diagonal, which means we can still expect higher as long as we're finding support here. Again, I showed you already these support levels just now. And then we can consider the blue count. Consider wave 4 finished here, even though it would be very shallow. But again, you know, it is what it is. And then this could be a wave 1 in an ABC pattern, in an ending diagonal, in which every wave is a 3-wave structure. Then we could have an ABC down here, maybe we found already support, and then a wave 3 to the upside, a wave 4 down, and a wave 5 up. That's the possibility how with the latest price action a low can be made, and this is of course one of these pivot points, decision points, where the price can find support. And if it does, and then if it rallies in a third wave, again it would have to be a diagonal pattern. If it now rallies in a third wave in an ABC, then we would have to assume that we are in an ending diagonal, something that some other coins might be doing as well. That's why at the moment the price action is quite choppy, quite messy, because if we get a diagonal, it is exactly that. It is messy, a lot of retracements, a lot of headwinds, which obviously often happens towards the end of a trend. I mean, as a wave 5, you could argue it's the end of a trend. So yeah, we've touched the support, found support now, but we don't really have any significant bullish price action. The first evidence that this wave 2 is over would be if we break above the recent high, which is at 1621. That would be the first evidence that we are starting to move higher. It would then be in a third wave. And this is exactly the range we now need to look out for. I mean, certainly it can still come down lower, also in this wave 2. For example, here next key support would be 15. So this one is 1579, 1580. Then we've got 1565 and then 1544. But it shouldn't drop below 1544 because then it most likely comes down here in 5 waves into this large green support area. But this is another pivot point, another decision point, and we've really only touched the 50% level. It doesn't really look finished yet, because even if we say that this is now a wave 2 and this was a wave A, this might be a B, and we come down in C, then it would be a very, very shallow wave C. So let me just go to the 15-minute chart. Let's see, maybe it's okay. But if we say, let me think, this was the full 1, 2. Okay, so I would have to put the B wave actually here. And then just thinking, yeah, okay. So if we draw, well, this would have to be an A wave. Then here possibly the B and the C. So it was quite a long A wave. If this is, again, if this is a wave 2. Let me just label that for you. A, B, C. A, B, C as, yeah, as a just a standard, you could say, zigzag pattern, where the A wave was an impulse, the B wave just a 3-wave move, and then the C wave is now coming down. But again, in all likelihood, you would expect the C wave to go below the low of the A wave. It doesn't happen, you know, it doesn't always happen. And then we would be talking about the first target. I mean, the very first target is the 61.8 extension. Now again, but that is an unlikely one. That actually was reached already. It's quite a good confluence with a 50% fib support. But the next target would be 1557, which is the 1-to-1 ratio. So let's see if we get there. At the moment, we don't really see a strong reversal signal. I mean, the price did react, of course, to the support box, but bear in mind, we're looking here at the 15-minute chart. And in all likelihood, also here the move down currently only in 3 waves. We might just be doing the 4th and then get one more leg down. And then it all depends, you know, do we find support in here? If we do, then we can rally in that 3rd wave. It will be certainly interesting. And that's sort of what I can tell you at the moment about the ETH chart. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.